And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we have another Valorant matchup for you. It's a David versus Goliath matchup. I'd say 1-5 Miami taking on 6-0 Eastern Michigan, top of the ESC. I'm Aaron, joined by my beautiful co-caster, Luke. Finally, you're back. How we doing?
Good to be back. Happy to be back. I'm excited to see how this plays out.
This is, like I said, a David versus Goliath match. We got to really dive into this. Let's start with Eastern Michigan. We got to talk about a player on Eastern Michigan. His name's Comfy. He was a former Miami Valorant player. I remember casting him probably last year on my freshman year. He was a good player, but now he's transferred over to the dark side. He's on Eastern Michigan, and he's brought a couple friends along. Comfy and friends are 6-0 right now. They're at the top. They're rolling. They're looking good.
Yeah, so right now we're at a little bit of a terrifying situation. I believe if we've remembered in the past, he plays Omen on the past couple maps that we've had. If he continues to do so, we shall see. But it's going to be a little bit scary, especially since hopefully Miami will be able to pull through today and we can see a little bit more of them playing together as a team.
Definitely. The loss to Buffalo on Tuesday was really rough, and it especially hurt the chances to get to that land because you just keep digging yourself into a hole that's almost impossible to get out of here. You kind of let's talk about that. You kind of had Pearl. They looked really, really good on Pearl. Like they were finally finding something to click together, and they kind of just lost it halfway through. And then by that point, the mental was shot, and you kind of let Corrode slip from your hands, which was your map pick. And Buffalo kind of took that 13-3, 13-4, I think. So this team's showing flashes now of playing together, showing some sort of level that they can compete here. But now you got to start putting everything together. You got to start having that kind of like first half they had on Pearl. You need that constantly throughout the maps.
Yes, that's what we've seen consistently in these past couple games. Is they'll show up for like the first couple rounds, sometimes a full half, sometimes for a map, and then they'll win a round or win a map and then continue on. But after that, like if they start losing that mental, it's going to continue going downhill. That's what we've seen so far. Now, let's hope that as they go into a little bit of these later matches, especially today, you might be losing a lot of rounds, but you can still come back. The best part about Valorant is you can still come back and win even if you are down. You just have to play well, you have to play together, and you have to use your utility correctly. As long as you're hitting shots and doing those things, you will be set.
And I think one thing, as much as we've been harping on the team for their mistakes, one thing we really need to talk about is how young this team is.
Definitely.
4 freshmen and a sophomore. We've been talking about it all semester. This is a young roster. So plenty of individual talent. We've seen Evan pop off. We've seen Sub pop off. Like, though they have the natural ability, the individual ability, but that only gets you so far in this league. You have to be able to play together as a team, and they just don't have that experience yet. No. They need to put in the time, the energy, the effort to kind of want to develop that sort of skill. You have the individual. We know you can make plays. We know you can hit your shots, but now it's getting onto that team level. And it's really trying to develop that as they kind of start their ESC and Valorant careers here on a whole different level than high school. The difference between high school and collegiate is that team play.
100%, especially given like usually when you play something like comp, you know, if you have a bad mental or you have a bad players, then you would just go on and move on to the next game and you don't have those players anymore. This is your team. This is who you have to play with. This is you have to play together with. This is how you're going to have to continue with. And let's just hope that they're able to continue to learn, continue to play together, and we'll just be able to continue improving as the games go on, especially today. We're going to see them show up very strongly today if they're wanting to get rounds and even a game especially.
I think today Miami probably knows they're not going to win this battle. Unfortunately, they are kind of outclassed and outmatched. But I think the mentality going into today is let's prove something to ourselves.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's work as a team. Let's show that we can actually play together. And we don't even need to prove to like EMU. Taking a map off them would be awesome.
Yes.
Taking rounds off of them is kind of needed here. But like, let's show the ESC that we're starting to figure it out. Let's show them that we're working together, that our team is coming together, and that maybe in a year or so, Miami's going to be the one powerhouse here, because this is hopefully a young roster that builds off of each other and hopefully builds that chemistry as the years go on.
100%. Now, Going into some map picks here as we get started. First off, we are going to be having Corrode. Next is Haven, and then Split. We are on all defense for this, which has been a little bit of a Miami weaker side right
Definitely.
now. But Corrode is a map that we've been playing pretty well on these past couple weeks. We've been performing quite well. We've just been our team play seem to be a little bit better on that map as opposed to some of the other ones, especially like Haven when you have 3 sites and there's a lot of rotating, or Split, which we haven't practiced very much.
No, definitely. But Corrode was actually EMU's pick. EMU picked Corrode. Miami picked Haven. And then Miami had the choice between Split and Abyss. And they chose Split. They wanted Split just in case we go to that third map, which is a little interesting because they played on that Abyss before. I wonder if they're trying to keep that element of surprise for EMU if we eventually get to that third map here today. But really, that's kind of all we have to talk about now. Let's head to our favorite segment. Let's head to some Valdol.
There we go.
Because I think players are still getting in the lobby. Everything's still trying to get a little bit functioning. Players not really being ready for the 8 o'clock start time, but that's Valorant players for you. So hopefully we can head into some Valdol here and kind of show that we know Valorant.
We know our Valorant.
I think we do know our Valorant here, but hopefully our producer is ready.
There we go.
All right. You send the agent. You send the agent.
Sky or Vice? I'll let you choose between those two.
We'll do Vice. Let's do Vice.
Give Vice a
shot. VYSE for our producer. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's awesome. That's probably fade.
That's definitely fade. That's 100% fade.
Oh,
wait, no, that's Abyss. That's Abyss right there.
That's the entrance
Abyss on the other side.
That's entrance into A, I think.
So
Abyss,
and then
A main.
A main.
That's
100%. 100% A main.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
That one was pretty easy.
That one was pretty easy.
That coloration.
Oh, now guess this is my least favorite here.
Okay, there's a plat, but yeah, it's not.
A precise gunplay.
There's no skins.
Yeah, no skins.
Oh, there's more. Okay. Why do I feel like this is okay? Okay, dart. It doesn't shoot the dog, but that's fine actually.
Still, yeah, no skin. Oh wait.
Oh, okay, that was pretty. Oh.
Oh no, I saw a buddy. I saw a plat buddy.
Okay, so plat.
It's probably
diamond. I don't think it's gold. That is a little too well for gold. I think
plat.
I'd say plat, and if not, then we go up.
Yeah, try plat. Then
okay.
diamond.
Then diamond.
Unless you just have a platinum buddy on your gun, just
for the kick of it.
Just for the kick of it, but diamond.
Diamond. The purple.
Oh,
okay. Ascendant. I don't think it's gold.
Unless you've deranked that far.
But like
that's try
rocking it. Just rock.
Yeah, Ascendant. Rock Ascendant.
Oh, we're about to go into player select.
Well, I guess we're gonna go to player select here.
I think. Oh, we
kind of just got jumped a little bit.
We're just right into it here.
We're just right into it.
Oh,
okay. So let's look at these comps. We have Eastern Michigan on the left. Miami's gonna be on the right here. Miami's comp for Corrode has kind of stayed the same here. Waylay, Fade, Omen, Clove, and then Chamber. It's kind of stayed the same.
Right,
and yeah. I think with River, they want River to play that smoke, and they want Modi to probably get a little aggressive here with Omen, TP, blinds, stuff like that.
We have seen like a lot of mid coverage. Like what they'll do is they'll blind with Modi and mid, or smoke with Modi and mid, and then have one of them sit in like the corner with a shotgun towards that more like I think it's A-link area, and then while everybody else kind of fans out on the site. Saw is a very he loves taking.
He is a great duelist. I think he just needs to develop a bit more of that team chemistry. But let's look at Eastern Michigan. Comfy, rockin' Viper, and you have Omen. You have also Waylay, KO, and a Sova. There is no Sentinel on that comp.
Not
so what I really think Eastern Michigan is trying to do is really take this attack half.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get probably 12-0, 11-1, 10-2, something where it's almost impossible for Miami to come back here.
Especially since, like, yeah, this is very aggressive. That mid wall, most likely with the Omen. Actually, I don't remember attack walls for Viper, but then the KO. That's going to be quite interesting. Shutting down. Well, actually, they don't really have a Sentinel to shut down.
I
But
think
like,
there's definitely a couple flashes you could do, especially on B, because there's not really that big of a wall. He
that's
can definitely
true.
get his flashes up and over the wall and kind of pop on the site so that anyone that's really peeking is going to get blinded here. So I guess we're having to take a little tech pause here, but comps are kind of locked in here. It's really going to be this attack half that's going to decide it. I think if
Definitely.
Miami can kind of keep it close, they can really go on to their attack half and kind of take it because they have no sentinel. If you're Miami right now, you have to be looking at whatever Eastern Michigan is throwing at you. You have to say, hey, they have no technical sentinel. You're probably going to see Comfy play that sentinel,
Mhm.
but that's Comfy trying to play his life. He has to jump peek. He has to do stuff like that. He has no util to really know if someone's on the flank. There's no cipher.
True.
There's no chamber trip here. So he kind of has to play his life. If Miami's able to pick him off, that's a lot of map space they've created for themselves.
Yeah. So that.
But this what Eastern Michigan team is 6-0 for a reason.
Yeah. Very true. Especially since without a sentinel, that mid area is going to be a little bit weaker. Like they can't put something in there to try to block out potential flank. So what Miami probably could do is push up mid a lot more on their attack side. Especially with all the utility able to clear the angles. All your smokes. I mean, you're gonna be able to stall out time a lot with just that. And then both waylays. I mean, waylay both sides is gonna be a great option.
And especially, you have to look at Miami's comp, though. Both teams need to look for a weakness. And right now, Miami's weakness is lack of flashes. You
Yeah,
only have that Omen blind. If it gets used once, you have no more.
that's it.
So really jumping out of smokes, clearing smokes is going to be a task for you. Fade Dog's going to be able to do that well, but really, that's kind of it. You're really going to have to rely on clearing things together, playing trades, and playing your life when you're on the attack half, but they're starting defense. So it's going to be really important that sites are locked down, and this mid has been a very big weak spot for them. Teams have learned to kind of abuse that mid, rush up, take the space, and then you can kind of decide to go from there, and you can also fast rotate because you have all that space. So it looks like we're gonna go into game here. Still a little broken, but it looks like
We
we're
are
going
in. We
straight
are
into it.
in. Okay.
We just can't see anything going, no guns or anything like that, and audio might be a little bit scuffed here. Hopefully we can get that fixed. But Miami 1-for-1 trade already has the spike down, or no, Eastern Michigan has a spike down. I keep forgetting that we're on defense, but 1-for-1 trades here. Spike going down. Miami really needing to get something started here, and they're all grouped up. This is a great start if they're able to execute. One way he's going to go out. They're not able to find anything blind.
Blinded.
He's got to get back. Sub's not able to take any damage, but he's going to find one. River's going to tap in the smoke. They really have to find. They don't know if they're defusing or not. Swing. And Miami is up 1, up 2 on the man advantage. Spray. It's not going to come down. And Miami's going to take round 1.
Let's go. There we go.
And he's able to find the pick. That's a great round for Miami there. They played together. They played a 1-2-3 swing. They all came from that mid and just shut them down. I love the smoke onto the spike and then backing off onto the wall. That was a beautiful play right there from Miami. You have to make them push the smoke, and you just kind of played that off angle. Viper goes down, and then you have a 3v2, you have a 3v1 actually, and then you just take the round there. It was a beautiful, beautiful round there for Miami. And they take round 1 on Eastern Michigan.
There we go.
It looks like we're also having some tech issues.
in.
Oh, we're back in. We
Has
finally.
it been running this? It's been running this entire time we've been talking.
Oh, okay. So that was a tech issue on our end.
That was us.
That was us. It is 2-1. So it looks like they took the last 2 rounds here, but Miami trying to gear up. They do have the man advantage here. Comfy down to the Miami freshman. Blind gonna go out. Great blind. Stall for time. And then you look to main there. But you do hear the swarm. Oh, they're going to check. Oh, swing. Modi's able to get 1, but he's going to get taken down. 3v3 here. All the rest of Miami geared up towards CT. Knife's not going to detect anything. And I think that's going to be a little bit of a misplay there from Eastern Michigan. They're kind of going to gear up towards this mid here. You also have 1, but the spike is planted for that mid kind of B. They are going to hear the dog go out and can kind of just play time here.
Definitely, especially since right now we do have an even advantage on, or we don't actually have an advantage on anything. The numbers are same. Oh, and we're able to get Suz able to take out 1. The other 2 are off site. As you take out another, there's 1 remaining. He has his ult. He was trying to stall for a little bit of time. Is able to take out Suz. He is on a 2K right now, so is he able to finish it out here? As we see Samlon finish it out another round, going to Miami, bringing it 2-2. Amazing work there. Amazing push in, getting some shots off. That was just a good round there, playing together and playing for that time to get that spike defused.
Definitely. That's kind of what you want to see here. And Miami's looking like a great team right now. They are taking it to Eastern Michigan. They're not folding over. They're not letting that their 6-0 kind of affect them right now. They're playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and it's really showing here. Saw kind of popping off. River having herself a game, kind of not what you wanted to see against Buffalo here, but she's really looking to bounce back. Swing and go out. Evan kind of holding an off angle here. Maybe he's able to find a pick. One's going to go in. Is he able to find the pick? No, Moody's going to get him down with the Bulldog. Great shot there. Evan backs out. Huge play from him too. But Viper's pit's going to go out. Miami having the man advantage, but having to play into this all, not what you really want here. Suz going to get tagged. He's going to fall back. I like the player cam. Look at Suz. But Miami kind of grouped here 2-2 or 3-2. 3 coming from CT, 2 coming from mid here. They're really trying to look to push, and they're going to get suppressed. Comfy really waiting for this mid lurk. You also have 1 with a shorty here. Shot going to go. River's going to find one. Timing! Evan's going to take him down, and Miami clears them out. 3-2 Miami. What a retake.
Amazing work there. Oh my gosh. Getting onto site, the timing, getting the shots off. That was huge. Oh, River taking a death. Oof. I guess that's just glow for you, when you ult. But the ult was probably a very good play there, given like if the worst comes to worst, you do have that extra man on site in case it goes wrong. But amazing work getting that retake, especially with that Viper's Pit. That is a big ult to knock off the board, especially at round 5. That's a really early ult, but given that Comfy is 7-4,
it is Comfy. He is going to continue to fry. You have to be able to shut him down all game and not allow him to feed those ults.
Yes,
but EMU is going to gear up towards in mid, maybe a split here. Miami's kind of ready for it, and look, they're gonna look to get aggressive on the main here because they know Viper could look up, and if they take off this lurk, they really know where the rest of Eastern Michigan is. River is going to play this jiggle peek here, maybe play her life. She does know that someone is there smoking it off, but Miami, look at this. They are kind of pushed up mid here. Dog might find Comfy. He does, and it looks like Eastern Michigan is on a bit of a weaker buy. Swing. He's going to miss. So he's going to take down Comfy. And right now, it's the rest of EMU left to kind of attack here. River's going to fall back, play her life. That is smart because you can also pinch here. But River's going to get taken down. That is a gun for them. And you also have Omen on a lurk. He really needs to find this timing. Or, they didn't get the plant down, which I think was a kind of smart play here. You also have... he better knows. Evan, check your corners. This is basic Valorant. He's not. He's going to get taken down. Miami down in numbers here, but I guess they're all CT. They're kind of playing an attack half here. So let's see what happens now.
As we see him pushing into sight, you do have the Omen. Oh my gosh, the Omen sprays him through the smoke. Do they know that there's one more there? Samlon waiting around the corner, trying to potentially see if anyone is pushing in here. No utility currently as Modi seems to be falling back, but both of them are blind now. Lumac taking out Modi, pushing in again. Samlon taking him out, getting another pick there. Samlon with the last lone Miami player falling back to try to play, to try to save his gun for the next round. Definitely a rough round for Miami, especially given that they were on they were on their buy and EMU was on their save. But those stingers, you can't trust those things. Those
Right
things are
now,
dangerous.
it's kind of throwing back and forth. 1, 2, 2. Like, no one's really being able to take an advantage here.
No.
But this is what you want if you're Miami. You can't let Eastern Michigan really get anything going on this attack half because their defense half is going to be so weak. You have to be able to get to halftime 6-6, maybe 5-7, 8-4 at the worst. But they're doing a really good job right now. They're looking like a solid team. But this is what we saw against Buffalo too. They had a really good plan to start here. Wayla is going to take some damage from that Molly. Evan kind of having to force his way out. But Wayla is trying to look for a peek here. Twitch. Omen's able to find Modi. River's able to find Comfy, though. It's 4v4 here. The restaurant.
Spike planted.
Hey,
noise!
We have noise back. Thank you, Miami University. You know, recognize this off angle. Look at this off angle. He's not able to pincher, trying to find anything. Saul's gonna get taken out. River's able to find a pick, get her third part. Oh, that's a great pop flash there. Miami gets taken down. EMU 4, Miami 3. Miami trying to put up a fight here, but Eastern Michigan really trying to shut it down.
Eastern Michigan getting their 4th round on their attacker half. That was a very good place from them. That blind through the smoke, pushing onto site and picking off the last ones remaining. That was just a very good job there. But honestly, the Miami is having a bit of trouble on like some of their shots here. The corner clearing from Evan has been a little bit lackluster. But then again, peeking on those angles that you don't expect them to be, especially in like that. That was such a weird way for Waylay to sit. It's so smart, especially since most people will not expect an angle like that. And Saw immediately takes out Comfy, dismissing out. Huge pick off the bat there as we see Alexander now pushing up into this A-Link area, trying to find a little bit more contact as the rest of everyone else just plays for time. Oh, no. Oh, no, Saw. Good util usage. Okay, getting out immediately. You see Redify getting a pick off is right there as well, with the 4 of them now pushing in more towards that A site, about to start getting plant down. You have River sitting here waiting for them to start making a little bit of noise. Plant going down for the Sova, a bunch of utility getting dumped, trying to find at least a little bit of information before the retake happens. Fade utility gonna get dumped here. The smoke's about to go down. Never mind.
Oh, swing.
Oh,
they're going to find that Waylay. I think they're going to take this Waylay fight, but Waylay's going to find a timing.
Yes!
Evan's able to find a great swing, but it's still a 3v3. Spike still ticking. You really got to get a diffuser going. Omen, great way to bait there, but Modi's going to get taken down. Spike ticking. It's really not looking good. Time's going. Evan's able to find one. He's not able to find another one. He's low. No one's gotten on the Spike here. And it looks like Evan kind of left to 10 HP. Oh. He's going to get taken down. EMU starting to roll here, 5-3.
That was I mean, we had a very good retake there, getting back onto site. But once Evan ran out of bullets, it kind of had a little bit of trouble there, especially since burning that time to try to reload, not very easy. But also trying to defuse a Spike while you have a Sova and a KO, making sure that they have that post plant. That's a lot of utility. That's a lot of damage. 75 from both shock darts for Sova could kill someone potentially, along with that KO molly, which is able to stun for a lot of time, especially at such low HP. You're having a little bit of trouble there on the push. But here we're going to see EMU pushing more towards kind of like at a little bit of a split push. Both the Waylay and the Chain in the same spot, and Evan is able to get the shot on Alex, taking him out and immediately getting back out of there. He's clearing his own spawn, but because
you had Omen fake the TP to kind of create some pressure on Miami. And it is working, but also this is something we've been talking about. The individual skill from these players is yeah, River's gonna get taken down on unfortunate timing there. 4v4 still, but again, the individual skill of these players is still really, really good.
Yes.
They're able to hit their shots. They know how to kind of compete. But again, the unfortunate timings. Valorant is also a game of timings here, and it looks like Eastern Michigan is going to kind of fake A, go B, is what the call is here. It's a correct call because Miami's grouped up mid, but this is a really good adaptation here. They just kind of have to be able to play. The call's correct there. Good fake from Eastern Michigan. But again, and the call is going to come out
30 seconds
to rotate back. This is a great call. Trip's going to get broken. Miami instantly rotating back over. They know where they are, but Eastern Michigan kind of having the free sight.
I just see him pushing in here. You're having Comfy take a little bit more of this space into their back spawn area, waiting for a little bit more contact. The Fade Dog going out. Does it find him? It does find Comfy. The swing going out immediately, causing them to have to fall back as we wait a little bit more. A bunch more utility for Samlon. Evan getting a pick here. Sugg getting into sight. Does he expect the one close? He sees him. He goes back. He gets taken out. The one final one remaining, and Lumac is able to take out Modi in that link area. That was a very strong hold there from EMU as you saw them like that, holding that angle from that KO. That was not expected for trying to get onto that site, but unable to get the pick on the KO as he was able to immediately take him back out. But I believe we still have the Fade ult. I'm not entirely certain if we do, but if we do, that's going to be a huge bit of utility that we can use on this retake here. As we see a very heavy A push, we're getting everyone gearing up to play a little bit more here with Miami having 3 on the site, trying to play these close angles. It seems we are on a little bit more of a save with no utility.
You have KO already, and they know Miami is on a save. They're just going to 5-man up, plant in this corner here, and then just really do what they want. But Miami's going to gear up, play together, try to pinch. Comfy's going to take down Modi, though, at mid. Redby's going to find one. He's going to find 2. Luke's going to find the River. And right now it's Evan left in a 1v5. I think he's probably just going to save this.
Most likely. You definitely should save that in this situation. That peak there was very unfortunate, especially getting one down so low. One pick going out there. We're waiting a little bit more, trying to find another one. Second one going out. Waiting a little bit more. It seems that he was able to pick off some of the ones that were a little bit on the lower end, but now he is able to fall back and save, getting a little bit more of the guns there to move on to the next round. You see Lumac pushing into this spawn area. Diz does peek him out a little bit. Waiting a little bit more. Probably a blind about to come out. Oh my gosh. Evan is just hitting. But that is a round over in favor of EMU, but they lose a lot of guns that they otherwise wouldn't have if they hadn't pushed that.
Yeah, Evan was able to find 3, and that's also a bit of a boost to the economy there for Evan at least. Timeout Eastern, I think that's a Eastern Michigan timeout. Oh, there it is. Correct. Miami timeout here. I don't hate the timeout call here. It is 7-3. 2 more rounds left in the half. You kind of need to find some way to get this to a 7-5 to have any sort of chance.
Definitely.
To kind of go into this attack half. Your thoughts right now on this first half?
Given the first half so far, it seems like they're playing really well on some of the rounds. There's been a couple of rounds where they've taken fights that they don't need to. Like you saw River on their save round. I believe that was like round 5-ish. They went on to site with a bunch of stingers, and River was just isolated, unable to take any fights because the whole team was there. They couldn't isolate any fights and got taken out. And that gave them a gun, which then caused them to have to go, which then caused the other team to push into spawn and take us out. We have to play a little bit more together so that even if you can't clear an angle and you get taken out, your teammate can follow you up and potentially get the trade. It's all about trying to play together and keeping it as even as possible as you push onto that site so that you are able to get those rounds.
And I think sometimes the fundamentals of Valorant are not really being shown here from like the young squad. I think sometimes they really forget to clear their angles, clear close corners, especially Saw trying to retake on B there. He kind of forgot to check close left while dashing in. And it really led to that KO kind of just being able to rat in the corner. But Evan's going to get sought out here. Oh, and he's going to get ulted. Waylay's going to dash on. He's going to get tagged up a bit.
Yes.
Modi's able to find one. But he's going to get out. Miami playing with the man advantage here. But Eastern Michigan having the sight here. Round really going to slow down. But it looks like, oh, Smoke's going to go down. timing's gonna beef out. Omen tried to get aggressive there, a bit of a mistake, and Miami having a 2-man advantage here on site with it. Spike not even being planted yet. Flash, gonna go out. Omen,
he doesn't see him.
No, Chamber was able to TP out. Oh, 2 are gonna be blinded. So with the same 2 players remaining, they're gonna get found out. Oh, he had jumped. Modi with the 3K, Evan with the cleanup. Miami off their timeout. Great adjustments, 4-7.
Oh gosh, okay, that was huge there. Getting onto that site, the retake, Modi getting
Last
that
round
2K,
before the
picking
switch.
one off and then immediately leaving. And Evan dodging that Sova ult. That was huge, especially given that he was tagged by the drone. That's impressive.
It also tagged the Waylay too. And unfortunate, you were looking in the wrong direction. Modi peeked. You find the pick there. You're up the man advantage. That's Duelist down too. Like, that's a great round from Miami there. And they're looking to kind of keep this half close. I was not expecting this. They're looking great. Even throughout the first half. But this is what we saw on Pearl. I'm kind of a little bit wary right now. So might be able to find a timing. Oh, a little bit of a spray down. Oh, Comfy getting a little toxic here, but he's able to find 2 picks. And River trying to lock down A. She's able to find 1. Comfy on the timing. He's able to get 3. Modi's going to take him down, though. River's going to come back, but instantly get taken down. Modi's able to find another one. He's going to teleport back. Great play. 2v2. You have to play life. You know Spike's not down yet. But look at the post-play utility that Eastern Michigan is going to have. You're going to have Sova darts. You're going to have that KO molly, KO flashes. Like,
that's a
lot of util still left and remaining. Miami kind of slowly clearing this, allowing them to play time here. Smoke's going to go out. Maybe a fake teleport. No, he's going to teleport on. He's going to jump peek C1. I think here they're going to try to tap here. Tap back off. Yep, let the KO molly kind of go out here. But you really got to start. You really got to start going. Going to go out. Shorty in hand. He jump swings. Not able to find one. And it's Modi left in a 1v2. He's going to get darted out.
Nope.
Shorty comes out. EMU's going to take the final round 8-4. But Miami's still keeping it close. And like we said, I think this is the the least amount of rounds you had to win if you're Miami going into this offensive half. It's going to be crucial that you win this pistol round too.
100%, especially given that was a very strong half for Miami, especially given they've had a little bit of trouble on defense in the past, but being able to get all of those rounds and those retakes were really good. And the best part about retakes is you can immediately flip that back around and use that for clearing site to get onto site. So if they're able to play that as they have on their retakes, but instead holding sites and taking back sites pushing onto sites and then holding them afterwards, then we should be set. But Miami has to play together, get those picks, and just continue to roll with the momentum. Now we're going to see them playing a little bit more. Chamber alone right now with a 2 mid and 2 more towards A, as you see them pushing over a little bit. Comfy making a little bit more of an aggressive angle, seeing the Chamber and immediately leaving. Probably a good call, especially given how many shots Evan's been hitting recently. But you see everybody else playing more towards this mid area. You have Alec watching close, doing a little bit more stun. River going in, trying to peek, doesn't find it, falls out immediately. But Redify is able to find Su. You have Modi right now playing.
Oh, can there be a timing mid here? That So is kind of forced up here. And if he's able to get taken down, he's going to find one on the right click. River peeks, able to get a trade back, though. She's going to get accelerated, but bad timing, but bad shots. He's going to see the rest of Miami on mid there. Heading into B, you have to take out Comfy kind of on this lurk here. They got to know he's here. Swing. Oh, River's not looking the correct direction here. Molly's going to go out. They can kind of get a defusal going here because the rest of Eastern Michigan is ready on site. Blind's going to go out. Swing. Lumac's going to find 2. Eastern Michigan taking the pistol around 9-4, and it's slowly starting to slip away. But Miami's still in this fight.
Yes. That was just a rough round there with Comfy pushing into that main area. They did not expect that, especially peeking out and being able to pick off River. Maybe it was a little bit of a too fast of push to get onto that B site, given that everyone else was kind of more stuck that main area, and you had to push in on 3 people holding that smoke. That was a little bit rough there, but that was a good play to try to get them onto that site immediately, but maybe waiting for everybody else to get there before getting the plant down. But as we're going to see, Miami is going to buy just a little bit as we're going to prepare to push. Actually, it looks more like a default here as you see Fade going more towards mid with the Chamber and Clove playing together and the Waylay and Omen playing more towards his A site. As you see him pushing in here, a bunch of utility getting dropped. More towards main area there. You're falling back immediately. Probably a good call given that River got tagged up pretty hard there. Just waiting for a little bit more contact. You have 3 more towards mid now with the Comfy holding towards B. A site right now, the Omens look like they're about to have a little bit of a battle. Smoke going out, dropping. Nothing quite yet. No peeks. Suh and Modi preparing to peek. Nothing quite yet. We're about to see Alexander potentially on this close angle. Now, do you swing this close for Samlon, or do you swing a little bit more wide? It seems like it's going to swing close and gets taken out immediately. Samlon now gone as we have Alex still holding this close angle. Shots going out, nothing quite yet as you see Evan still waiting for a bit and finds a pick on Alec. Huge picks there. You see Modi now. They expect them to be there. They did see them, but do they rotate? No movement just yet. A bunch of people holding close, about to find a blind. Everyone else regrouping for Miami. A bunch of utility drop shots going out. He's not able to take out the chamber or the Sova. Oh my gosh. A huge hit there from the Sova dart. And immediately Modi getting in on that site. It's Lumac trying to find a little bit more contact, is able to suppress both, but both of them do have some pretty good weapons here going into this. Oh, it seems that Evan actually has zero
they're really low on HP, and unfortunately against these superior guns, they're both 1 to 2 bullets away from death. But Miami kind of having an advantage here. Spike ticking, they can kind of play time. Comfy having an outlaw, though. Shot's going to go out. He's going to start defusing. He's not going to look in the right direction. It's a 1v1 swing. Oh! Modi with the clutch. And Miami taking the buy round away from Eastern Michigan. 9-5 still, though. Great round for Miami.
Oh my gosh, that was huge. Getting that Vandal off the board for them as well. Oh my gosh, that was huge. Some good shots there from an Ares. I don't see Ares usage that much, but that was some beautiful gameplay there. Hitting those, I think that was like a double headshot. So that was really good, especially given that he was at like 70 HP. 2 bullets from a Vandal and you are done. But hey, Ares, that's some of the things where it has its strong suit there. As we see Miami pushing more towards a B push, it seems that they are now on a full save. Comfy right now, only with a Ghost as we're waiting for a little bit more contact. Pushing in a little bit here, nothing quite yet. A little bit of a clear right now from the Prowler.
But you also, Waylay on Eastern Michigan got really aggressive on A, was able to just clear it all. And Eastern Michigan is going to be ready for a pretty fast retake here because they knew no one was A, no one was mid, so they kind of had to be B. If you know where they're not, you know where they are. So unfortunately, it's just kind of that way for Miami, but Miami's going to get aggressive. But you do have Sova on a flank because he's going to realize shot's going to go out. 1-for-1 trade here. Oh, and Eastern Michigan's going to pitch. Evan's going to find one. It's a 2v1 with a gun advantage. Pistol's going to take down Modi. And Eastern Michigan storms back after Miami sneaks one from them. They sneak one back. 10-5 Eastern Michigan.
That was just really impressive gunplay there going out. I mean, getting in that angle, like the Sova, finding that flank there was huge. Getting out of that heaven area and dropping down. I mean, I wouldn't expect that in a million years, but that was huge. I might take that idea. I might take that. I'm gonna take that real quick. But seeing everyone else as we that round finishing up there, not in Miami's favor. That was a little bit of a rough one. But now we're going to be able to see them potentially try to rerun it back again on that B area. As you did mention, they were able to run into that A main area and clear it out entirely, which allowed them to not even have to worry about it. As we now see a little bit more towards a mid guard for EMU and more towards A with the Viper alone on B. Are you going to make noise? Are you going to go fast? Or are you going to play this slow? It seems right now we're having a little bit of a slow push. Comfy holding this close angle, waiting for a bit of utility to get used. Prowler going out, not finding anyone. Actually finds Comfy. Comfy immediately leaving. Suh is going in here with a bit of utility. Never mind, immediately gets suppressed as you see Lumac preparing to use his utility on that entry.
And they're just kind of going to continue to stall out here. Maybe this is a fake on purpose. No, they're going to go for this. Ooh. River's able to find one. Comfy's going to get taken down. Trades going out. 2v2. 1v2. 1v1. Evan left on 2v1. My bad. Redify kind of slowing down the round. Miami kind of playing on this cross angle here. He's gonna smoke himself out. He might try to blind and swing here. Could give both! He's able to find one! He's able to find two! Eastern Michigan 11, Miami 5, and it's slowly slipping away from them.
That was just an unfortunate round there. You didn't expect him to peek through his own smoke. I mean, I wouldn't have as well. But seeing that swing, that was a good swing. Picking off the Omen immediately, and then the spray down transfer onto Evan. If Evan was a little bit more HP, we probably could have won that round. But having him be at like 60-ish HP, just finishing out the round, not in their favor.
You know who I want to talk about though? River. She's been having a great game. Even though she's 10 and 15 right now, the 7 assists has been helping the team so much, especially with that site execute, smoke, and then you instantly get a pick. That's some real value that you're providing from the team, and especially since you have to realize, oh, Waylay's going to get aggressive here. He's going to get taken down by Evan, though. But again, I kind of want to talk about how it's not all about kills. Oh! But Redify's able to find two. He gets taken down on the timing from Modi. Oh, and the Odin spray, and it's Modi left to his own demise here. He's going to teleport over. Going to grab Spike here. Is he able to find Omen? Oh! He is able to find Sova, but is he going to expect KO to be so close? He hasn't taken a single damage. That's insane. But all the timing, great recognition from Comfy here. But is he all the time? All the timing. Eastern Michigan on map point. And it looks so good for Miami, but they're just not able to close out rounds right now.
That was just huge there. Picking them off there with the Odin when they were pushing in. I mean, not expecting that there, as you see. Odins are scary. Odins are very scary and annoying to play against, and this Sova is running it very well right now. Oh, a timeout for Miami University on match point here, going into wow. I mean, that finishing out that round there, getting the 2 picks mid, and then immediately getting those 2 picks for the towards that main area. That was what kind of decided the round there. The Omen spraying down and then trying to TP. I mean, hey, you picked him off, I guess.
You did. Like, Modi kind of played that correctly. Unfortunately, it was just the timing of putting the spike into the corner really kind of screwed you there. Comfy on a great lurk, knowing that Omen has his ult. He's probably going to teleport. Relax, play the numbers, and he did that perfectly.
DJ.
So it's what Eastern Michigan has been good at all season. It's the reason why they're 6-0 right now. But Miami's looked like they're putting up a fight. It's just they're not able to close out the rounds here, but it definitely could. Some of those rounds could be swinging in Miami's way, and it could be, instead of 12-5, it could be possibly 9-8, and we'd be right in the middle of this, but rounds have swung in Eastern Michigan's way, and this is VALORANT. It's not a game of pure skill. It's also a bit of luck and a bit of timing, and that timing and luck is on Eastern Michigan's side right now, and they are really looking to find a lifeline here, trying to find anything going into this map point here. They're going to dodge the knife here, but Comfy kind of playing this pixel angle here. It's a really good angle to play, but look at Omen for Eastern Michigan. He's getting aggressive. He's getting up, but Evan is he might know, but it's going to be, it's a game of timing. Evan, unfortunately, going to shift in towards mid here. Dogs are going to go out. Great timing, great recognition from Comfy there to kind of know when the dog's coming. Blind's going to go out. Is he able to find him? He is. Sun's able to take down Comfy, but Lumax is going to take down River. River, you may as well pop the ult here. Great ult from River here, but Sun's going to get taken down. Modi's going to take down. Samuel's going to take down. It's a 3v2 here, but I think River's going to get taken out. She is not able to find a pick, unfortunately, and it is a 3v2 here, and you have Omen on a lurk here. You have Waylay. This Omen has to find a pick to really open this up. Dash, gonna go out. Dash in and out. I don't know if he was able to see. He is drawing attention. But is this Omen able to find anything? He's able to find... he's able to find one in the bag. Teleport back. And both blinded. Timing. Timing. And it's time. Eastern Michigan wins 13-5. That's just really unfortunate. Miami not on timings about their just unfortunate. You could definitely have some of these rounds. Eastern Michigan's going to take map 1 though, but Miami's looking good.
Miami's looking
Even
really good.
both halves looked really good. Even though the scoreline doesn't show it here, they looked good. They were able to get onto site. They were able to execute. It looked like they were playing together as a team.
Oh yeah, and they put up a great fight there. Like they got it down pretty close, like most rounds, which was really good given how like we were expecting to go into this and have a little bit of a rougher time, but they're playing this really well. We're seeing like a big improvement from how they've played in the past couple games, or past couple games, like against different teams, and they're doing a really good job of it. They're doing a really good job, and we could see improvement.
We definitely can. This is something you have to hold your head high about. And now you go onto your own map pick here. That was Eastern Michigan's pick.
Oh,
You
yeah.
look decent here. Maybe if you can find a little bit of that luck that Eastern Michigan has, find some of those timings that they have, you could have yourself a map 3 on split here. They are going to start on defense. So it is crucial that when you go onto the defense half, you have to remain calm if you get down on rounds.
100%, definitely. But as we go into the looking into the analyzing the scoreboard a little bit more here, both Omens were just doing an amazing job, especially seeing Modi 21-4. He did a great job, like getting picks, getting in, and then getting immediately back out as he killed that waylay a lot. He got rid of that waylay immediately on the entry a lot, which was huge on that defense half. As we see here with the Omen on the other team, like he did his like smokes were really well, but like he didn't have as many as our team did. So like we had a little bit more opportunity to cut off some angles, which was really good for this map, especially given like how long you need to hold those sites for.
And you also, like we talked about in the beginning of the map, you kind of had to shut down Comfy, and he went even. So you're really not feeding into that ultimate as much. We really didn't see it come out on that defensive half as much too. But overall, as much as that scoreline says 13-5, Miami played a really good game against a 6-0 team. They're looking strong here, and they could definitely look to take map 2 in a surprise and take Eastern Michigan to that decider map. But we got to let our players take a break. We are going to need a little break. Don't go anywhere. Miami possibly looking for a big upset against the 6-0 Eastern Michigan team. Don't go anywhere. More Miami Valorant coming at you soon. We'll see you in a bit.
And we are back after a good game on Corrode against EMU. Honestly, some great plays there going out from Miami. We were able to get some rounds up, and we were able to keep it pretty close there, especially at that first half. Our defense was a little bit strong, but then our attack half mildly fell apart. I believe we only got one round, but it was a good start, especially given that we are definitely the underdogs here. How are you feeling about all this?
You know, like you said, we you saw some good flashes here and there. Obviously, right now, I think going into this next map, it's going to come down to positioning. Like after you take site, that's probably going to be the biggest thing for them, honestly.
Definitely, especially as we were talking about before we went on. Miami had a habit of hiding in that little boathouse area.
Oh yeah,
they would just sit in that little corner and wait, and then Eastern Michigan started kind of reading into that a little bit, so they played around it a lot more. So like that omen that one round when there was two of our people in the boathouse and then the rest of everyone else was, or the one guy was like trying to peek, he smoked himself off and then just swung out. And there they were easy pickings.
That's the thing. It's just, you got to be unpredictable. Aaron says a lot. You got to be unpredictable.
Yeah.
And that's probably what it's going to come down to here. And I think we picked Haven for this.
We picked Haven. Haven on defense. From last a couple games ago, like a couple matches ago, we did okay on Haven. I believe it wasn't amazing, but like given that they picked Corrode, which is normally our MAC pick, Haven's the next runner up, especially since I saw River before the start of this. She was doing a bunch of like working with the team to try to make up some like little plans that they could run. And it seemed like they have a pretty good plan here. We're going to be running like a bit of Sova, a bit of Teo, I believe maybe an Omen for smokes. I don't entirely remember, but get onto site, have the utility to try to clear back site. They don't have a breach, which they said would be probably a good thing to play with if need be. But they right now are having kind of a stronger comp going into this. So let's hope that on defense, which we're starting on, I was talking about attack, and we're not even there yet. Defense will be good, but we're going to have a lot of initiator utility to try to retake site with.
Yeah, honestly, I'm excited. I hope. Because, Haven is just such a... Man, it's a map of all time. It's 3 sites. And, that means, your ability to rotate and go around to different places is just, the possibilities are endless.
There's a lot more options.
But you have, options, there. You don't have to commit to one site. You can late rotate, whatever. But, yeah, I'm interested to see the team comp here.
I'm interested to see it too. But I think we're going to be doing quite a good job. But if there's a potential chance, we still have a little bit of Valdel if Prod wants to allow us to do. Never mind.
Nope.
Ignore that. We're about to go in.
Boy.
We are about to go into into this gameplay. Let's hopefully see. Here we go.
Here we
okay,
go.
Yeah. So we're seeing I was for a second I was sorry about to see a Vito. The names are too familiar. There's two KO, Teo, Vito, something. There's so many names there, but the Waylay, the Omen, the two initiators as we talked about, and then Evan. What do you? Okay, they're kind of switching over. I was about to ask you what you thought of the KJ, and then it's gone. So like, what are you thinking about their current comp that they have picked?
Well, Reyna
is. I don't like it. I'm sorry. It's a pick that like you pick in low elo when you're smurfing, and then you get in, you kill you anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't
Not
agree with the Reyna pick at all. Actually, I just no competitive viability at all, other than like the Lear, and that's it.
Yeah, speak your mind about it. You could be free to.
So selfish.
It is
so
really
selfish. Like wow, just the greed. Because obviously, I don't know what EMU's mindset here going into this is. They're like, oh, well, I'm gonna play Reyna because it's gonna be easy, whatever. But nope, never mind. I hate those words. It's like they just switched to KJ.
They heard us. They know what we were saying. They had the read.
For a second, I was like, dang, that's selfish. Like, but okay.
Okay. They do have a Sentinel now, so like that's
they
something.
Do. Then they have that Yoru.
Yoru is actually a pretty good pick here because of how many sites there are.
Yeah.
The fakes are great, and even just like on C specifically, like that TP into that like back cubby area is really strong and really scary. Both omens for both characters, like that's pretty common. Comfy still on that Viper. I don't think Viper is very common on this map, and I don't know if she's good or not. So
yeah, I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen that. So
I never really see Viper played on this map.
I've seen it like twice. And it went bad.
So like, I don't know any of the lineups or anything for Viper on this, but we'll see. There's the Teho you were talking about for us. For River playing her. Okay.
Okay. I mean, the KJ most likely going to set up C or more towards garage, so they can hold out that center area. The Sova, Sova's just a great choice on this map. Anyways, 3 sites having a big area dart to be able to clear that space. Huge. Things are broken again. We are currently going to be taking a moment to try to figure that out. But for Miami here, you're probably going to have that chamber playing more towards that C as the KJ probably would. Teo and Sova spreading out most likely more towards the B and A area to have that utility. Sova is a known A player, like just Sova in general, because of like those darts that you have for long and also peeking that long angle. Omen, logically smokes play more towards mid, but Modi kind of is just like, I'll play where I want. So wherever the team puts him. And then Sa probably mid again. Probably mid again. Or mid or does that like peak towards sewer. I mean, they're going to be changing it up round by round, but right now that seems like a general flow that they might have going for them.
Yeah, you just got to let Sa get hot here, honestly. Obviously filling in on that duelist role, obviously you're expecting some frags here. So I'm hoping for the best here. I'm excited to see Teho. I actually don't see a lot of Teho when I play Valorant for some reason. I don't know why. I think, he's kind of a cool character.
He's situational. He has a lot of damage and a lot of follow-up, and it kind of requires a bit of coordination, which sadly in comp, there's not a lot of coordination, but in something like this, like he could be really good, like stall for time with the missiles, that thing. And then the stun, which that stun is weirdly scary. It's not like Waylay level stun, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But how are we looking so far? What are you thinking about this setup?
Let's see here. So are we okay? I don't know.
So we definitely have like kind of the reads which we're going with. So like the
2 ghosts here. Modi went ahead and bought light armor. That'll be interesting to see. Ooh.
That could be the thing. Like honestly, light armor kind of sways rounds weirdly enough. I don't say that normally, but like you don't expect them to have those shields, and you dink them with a ghost, and you're like, okay, they're dead. Oh wait.
Oh nope.
Never mind.
So it looks like EMU here is gonna start off with
please shoot.
Here. And so it's just gonna keep it a little there, going down to the dirt here. So still peeking here. Oh, gonna jiggle. I don't know how many he saw. We kind of just did still peeking here, hearing shots now. And it looks like the site entry is going to begin, getting 2 off the bat here. Spike is going to go down. Here comes Miami trying to rotate. Let's see if they can retake here.
We're seeing a little bit of utility getting put out here, so you have that trip in case they start pushing in here. Alec may be able to follow up with it, depending upon if he chases it or not. But we're seeing a little bit of Teo utility, a blind going out. The dart, oh my gosh! Oh, okay. Sova just absolutely popping off there, going from having 3 players for Miami to none. Following up with that utility, that dart killing one, probably dealing some damage to the other. That was huge there.
Yeah.
That was really huge and really scary.
Honestly there, I think what you probably should have done is kind of split up a little bit there. I would have had someone go heaven there, maybe try to get a pick from above. But it looks like now they're going to go ahead and go to B here. Again, you can go anywhere on this map. 3 sites, 3 possibilities here. So looks like they're going to try to come through garage here. Evan's holding it.
Waiting for a little more contact. Nothing quite yet.
Yeah, but you see it here. You know, Sova is holding that angle, which I think is interesting here. And Evan! Boom! Big shots here. Getting the kill on the Omen.
Okay.
It looked like a Vandal early on. Okay. Yeah, okay. Looks like I see. Here it is. Where can you go with this? Smoke's going to go down, blocking off B here. And the Sova is going to rotate around, try to get through B here.
Right here.
Sa is going to hold this. They're all going to push through here, get the pick. But it... No.
Oh.
And that's how it's going to be a lot during these pushes like this. You know, it's all about taking these angles correctly. And it just seems like Miami has been struggling with that, honestly. And now Comfy here with an outlaw peeking garage. And now here, they're just going to try to position here and try to just hold this down. Obviously, not a lot can happen here for Miami. It's all about getting the retake here. But he's gonna get one. Take out that outlaw. Dart down to 12 health. It's gonna get killed here.
Honestly, like, that wasn't too bad for a
No.
save. If I'm gonna be honest, they're
No.
like getting 3 there, even with the Vandal. Like, that Vandal's pretty scary. But if Miami would have been able to get that like, Vandals are round swingers in save rounds. But for that, we saw like a pretty strong like getting onto site, even though you only have the 2 remaining there, keeping space. Because I mean, you kind of got to be a little bit careful on those save rounds because you don't know when there's a shorty or like just a right-click classic that double headshots you. You can never really tell. It could really be any option here. But we're gonna see we're gonna see a little bit more of an aggressive peak here from Miami. Comfy immediately pushing back away, trying to like save a little bit of their guns. A bunch of utility getting dumped. That's gonna deal massive damage to the Omen. Oh my gosh, that was so close. I believe each of those does about 65 bursts, depending. Oh gosh, Modi running away from that Odin. That Sova on the Odin once more. It didn't take long for him to pull it out again. Ooh, Alec getting taken out through the smoke by Sa. Huge utility usage there. Sa trying to get onto site a little bit. You have that KJ Molly going out. Lumac is able to take out one, but immediately gets traded out. Redify taking out one. Modi on the flank there. Oh, and that's a finish up for Miami. It was just very confusing there because we didn't see the death. But, like, Modi getting 3 there on that peak from Garage was just huge. And we do get the defuse. Amazing round for Miami, finishing out the 3rd round with a win here. Samon picking up that Odin. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Careful with that now.
Careful with that.
Yeah.
That thing is, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that.
I would personally try to get it out of the game, personally.
Yeah, but he's going to keep buying. I hate to say it. Like, he's that Sova.
Yeah.
He's that Sova.
I mean, he has the money to do it, too.
Ooh, he does.
Yeah.
Next couple rounds, we're gonna expect Odin defense, spraying through walls. This place is made of paper.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right.
This is a terrifying map here, but
Looks like a C push
it
here.
definitely seems like more like a C push here. As you have Evan on that long angle. This is a weird smoke, but it's definitely more towards this. We're about to see a blind, a pop flash through the smoke, right there. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of blinds going out.
But notice how Evan repositioned, taking it, backing up here, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a retake here. Hopefully they start to try to separate themselves here and not push the same exact angle here.
Swing careful.
Dab with the Odin. Evan getting the pick, getting the refrag. River with the kill. It's Sa with the Guardian. Oh, because the KJ is concussed, but Comfy is going to get 2 kills with that Outlaw. Big fat River is going to here. Ooh, is going to get picked off by the KJ. Man, it was looking good there. It was. It really was.
It really was.
You saw River getting the util kill there. I thought that was great.
Yeah. like they had a really good retake there. Oh, a technical pause going out, probably more towards Miami. This is most likely, hopefully, a timeout, not a tech pause. But Miami did have a little bit of trouble there after taking the site with that long space. I mean, hey, that smoke on the spike is a necessity, but the spray down, that's just luck. And they just got, she wasn't able to get half. And then Omen kind of just dropped down and then got picked off through the smoke as well. It's a really good smoke, but in that situation, when you have two and you're both kind of low, honestly, maybe trying to take those fights maybe a little bit better. But that stun for Cubby from the Teo, that's the correct one. I have to always run it through my head which one it is. But the Teo stun was really strong. I don't remember when Teo got picked off. Was that by the Viper?
That was the actually I think that was the KJ spray?
It might have been the KJ
I think
spray.
it was.
Two of them was an outlaw like burst, and then there was. But they had such a good start, but like we're not able to continue it, especially with how scary that. Oh my gosh, there's a full mid push. Alec immediately getting out, trying to rotate back into spawn as you see the four of them immediately leaving that mid area. That's probably a good pick or a good play there, especially since they might be expecting them a little bit more. They expect that drone. They were pre-firing that drone. That's kind of impressive that they expected that, but now we're seeing Comfy waiting on this long area, trying to find a little bit more contact. Nothing quite yet. Smoke going out. You do have three more towards this A area. Play a little bit closer, especially given that they currently don't have a gun advantage, but they need at least maybe one, maybe two of these Vandals. We're about to find a timing. Alec able to find two on both on River and Samlon is waiting for a little bit more pick here. Nothing quite yet. They immediately seems like they're going to push more towards C. It's kind of Miami probably in most logical situations would rotate away, but they're sticking this site right now. Well, I guess since they have one more towards that A area, they haven't heard any sound yet. Holding, waiting for Lumac. Does he expect him to be close? Oh, the timing. Oh my gosh, the timing. As we wait a little bit more, nothing quite yet. Here he comes. Lumac peeking back over, gets taken out. That was immediate. Lumac taking out Sa, immediately falling away again as we wait for Alec. Alec watching the smoke, playing a little bit more towards this close angle. Are they going to expect it? As Miami just seems to be pushing over. Oh, you still have this KJ on the flank. Both of them playing more towards that. Oh, maybe kind of a good play here. But we're seeing him a little bit more, pushing more in here, trying to bait for that KJ potentially. Modi TPing over. Alec taking one out, peeking over, taking out one. Modi pushing more towards that heaven. KJ is able to take out Modi, and that is another round win for EMU.
Yeah, well, it was just really unfortunate because EMU did not really commit to a site till like 30 seconds left in the round, and Miami was just totally lost on where to go, and then you had that Lumac just on B, just kind of watching him, waiting, and then got the flank, and it kind of all just fell apart there. You know, there wasn't really like, this is what it's going to take probably for Miami when they switch over to attack is going to be kind of unpredictable, just like EMU here. So now you're looking at a big shot by Evan. That's what you're looking at. Getting the pick on the KJ early there. That's good. That's good. That's what you want to see here because now they're a little hesitant. They know the chamber is going to be watching this. Teho is going to get the location of Yoru here. Does not get the pick though. See now, and EMU doesn't really know where to go here because they're a little compromised here. Looks like the Sova is going to try and rotate here through, trying to go A. You notice that the Yoru teleported back to spawn there. Yeah, now it looks like it's going to be a full A push here. Maybe Yoru drone is going to go out here, and he is going to see a couple here. It's going to immediately go out of it, send his decoy in, and now here comes Samlin coming up top here. This is good positioning here if he can hold it, if he can get the kills here. It looks like Sa is going to wait here. You heard the spike start to go down, and here you hear it again. Two up top. Oh, Evan going to miss. Evan going to get the pick on the Omen. Yoru is going to get a pick on Sa, but River is there to get the refrag. River is going to get another one on Sova here, and now here comes the defuse Comfy with that operator sitting in the back here. They are not going to defuse here. Here comes Evan taking out that op.
Does he go get it?
There you go.
It looks like he's going to go get it, but amazing work there. Picking off, like, that's some huge guns there. Getting that out of the way, especially that operator, which Comfy has been kind of just like going away, getting more and more of that value, especially with that Outlaw, getting the 2 picks, multiple rounds. And then now that operator in our hands is going to be quite huge there. But Miami taking their 2nd round on this defense area. But amazing work. We're going to be going over to a tech pause for the moment. But Miami currently has 3 ults. 2 of those are really strong with the Teo ult and the Waylay ult. And we saw on the other team, I think they also have an Omen one, but they also have a KJ ult. And if I know anything about KJ ult, it's really strong on A site and B site, depending on which angle you go. The A site is a little bit easier to get to, though. A site is sewer, and you cut off the entire site except for like a chunk of heaven and a chunk of hell. And it's really strong. You kind of have to like probably save that Teo ult to nuke that. Because otherwise, it's gonna have a little bit of trouble. You're gonna have a little bit of trouble there. But they're doing a really good job right now. A couple rounds there have a little bit of rough time, like when they had the 4v2, and then there's not much you can do against an Outlaw. Sadly, like the 2 shots doing 140 damage when you have light shields is a little scary. But it was still a good round. It was showing that we are still capable of winning rounds, even if we are having a little bit more trouble. But now we are 4-2, and Miami is on almost a full buy here, as we see EMU on light shields and a buy. But honestly, it's a Sova ult.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a little stronger than I thought. I thought it was the Omen, but they are 1 away from the Omen. Don't understand what's going on here, but we are waiting. They're potentially about to see a little bit more contact as we see the Sova, a jump peek. They do expect him here. Waiting a little bit, trying to hide. He is unable to find him as you see Evan immediately getting the pick off and then leaving as we see the smoke go out. They are more towards this garage area. Do they expect him? They don't. Evan able to get the pick on another one. The operator is down right now, but they don't pick it up right now as you see them taking that space. You do have 1 more towards that garage area. Do they expect it? Nothing quite yet. Lumac taking out Samlon. It is now a tie, 3-3. Modi is, oh gosh, okay, that's going to be huge if you're able to find the KJ there. Utility getting dumped, able to find another one. Do they see him in this cubby? They do. That's 2. Now, this is another situation that we saw him before. Comfy right now on the flank. He is able to find 2, but that means River knows where this last one is. A bunch of utility getting dumped, tagged out a little bit. Comfy a little bit lower. Utility getting used. We just got to wait a little bit as we see him jumping up. Do they expect the peak? Comfy is able to finish out the round in a 1v3 clutch.
Man, it looked beautiful there at the beginning. Evan getting those 2 picks with the op, and that close environment there, especially against that Yoru, that was beautiful. And then getting the site, retaking there, and getting control of it. Spike didn't get planted there, did it?
No, Spike's not getting planted.
So you had total position of, the site, but man, Comfy is just, I guess, a different animal there, and he's able to
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Bring in Comfy. He was originally at, I think, 3-3 at the start of this, but now he's at 6-3. So he's cooking a little bit now, at least a little bit better than he was before. But we're seeing a little bit of a flash going out from that long area. What are you thinking so far on this push? Oh, you're seeing a heaven thing.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be an A push here. Samwin getting the pick with the Odin. There you go. See, use the Odin against them. That is what I like to see. Show this other Sova that, you could use it too, and it's not just you. And it looks like the shock dart. Yoru is going to go ahead and teleport here on the backside and get the pick on Sa. I am the hunter here, and it's going to go down. And it's going to tag the KJ there.
Does,
so,
yes.
yeah, you'll know that she is there sitting in the corner. Spike's going to go ahead and get it down, but that KJ all is down. Now time is ticking. Now you have to kind of play. Oh, it's destroyed. There you go. Like you said, with the tail, it's destroyed. River is going to get the pick on the Silver here. Get another pick on the Yoru. That's what we love to see. Smoke's going to go down over bomb here. But that KJ Molly is there, preventing any defusing. 1 enemy left. Comfy and dead. There you go.
Beautiful.
There you go.
That's what we're talking about. That was huge. That retake. All the util dump, but both sides used a lot of their ults there, which was just huge, especially given that Miami was able to take that round with the, you saw the KJ ult, you saw the Omen ult. We had to use, I think it was the Teo, and we had to use the Sova, but still, that was huge. Being able to get that round and the utility usage, quite strong in that retake.
Yeah, like we said, you know, the Teho ult was going to have to come out there to destroy the KJ. That's, you know, what it was going to take. Because, you know, like you said, that ult, especially on A, is really strong. It's going to shut down that site entirely, and they played that well. That was great. Really well. So it looks like now you're going to go a mid-B push here. Yoru is going to drop down. River is going to hold angle here on the site doors. Yoru is going to get in there, immediately teleport. Here comes the Viper ult. The missiles are going to get him down to 31. Yoru down to 31. Modi and Evan here slowly creeping up. River with the Sheriff here. Going to try to peek and send more missiles, maybe? No. Looks
probably the
like
Cubby.
Yeah. Comfy is just sitting in there with that bucket. It's dangerous. Modi getting the pick on Yoru here. Up top now. Yes! Bang! Getting that pick on the Viper here. And here we go. Now it's going to be all about getting the defuse here.
Okay, so utility getting dumped here. Sova ult immediately coming out for EMU. Probably about to start. Oh, it seems like Spike is about to explode even with 5 of Miami left alive. Oh my gosh, what happened? I guess that was just a factor of playing for time way too much. Even with all of your team alive, you're still not going to be able to get the defuse off if you can't, like, if you don't have the time for it. We played for time way too much on that one. We played really slow. We had a really good retake, especially with Evan being able to take out that Viper, but we didn't have the time.
Huh. Yeah, that was very interesting. You know, all of Miami was alive. It was also very unfortunate that all of them basically died to the bomb there at the end. But,
you never see that.
No.
You never see that.
Another tech pause.
Another tech pause. Is this tech pause or is this like...
What is going on?
Is this timeouts? It seems like it's just tech pauses right now, but that round started out very strong. It had a very good retake onto the site, but given all of the stall they had the KJ, they had the Sova, they had that Viper ult, which that Viper ult alone stalled out a lot of time. But it just wasn't enough for them to be able to get on site, even with dropping like multiple of the ults off, like killing or getting rid of multiple of their ults. They were still unable to win the round. Honestly, best bet there, you played way too many lives. You had all 5 alive. You probably just needed to play a little bit more aggressive. You know where that Sova ult is ulting from. You just have to get out and potentially take out some other people, even while the Sova's ulting, or you take out the Sova. The Sova was around the corner in that garage area, but you still had a little bit of space. You had that space that you could potentially peek out. You don't know if anyone's cubby, but you just had to push. With everyone alive, you have numbers. But honestly, what can you do? Like, they finished out the round there. And, I mean, it was still good plays, just wasn't perfect. We still have that operator potentially going to go to Evan once more. But that is a big hit on our economy.
I guess I didn't realize that Spike was, like, ticking that fast. Like, honestly, like, going down. Because, like, we seemed like such, like, in a good position. And then it kind of just, like, disappeared. Like that. I guess I didn't realize. Obviously, with the Vipers all down, you know, just sitting there, and like you said, that took up most of the time. But I guess I didn't realize that they didn't have that much time.
When you harked on like the Yoru being low, that was like the moment they got the plant down. So like the Teo mollies going out and like doing that massive damage, that was huge right off the bat there, especially Omen getting in and getting that pick. But that was that was like within 10 seconds of the spike going down, and they didn't have much time after that.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. But we're back now, and it looks like they're going to kind of split push here. Evan is going to peek up here through C-Long. But, again, getting no action here. Playing very slow, leaving the spike down there in mid. Yeah, just slow playing here. You're not really seeing a whole lot going on now.
There's
You're
nothing.
going to see a little bit here going A. Samlin's going to hold this angle.
Oh, big pick there. Is he gonna get the gun? It doesn't seem like he got the gun. He's just gonna immediately fall back. Probably a good calm here. As they're waiting a little bit. Blind about to go out. Is not able to find a second. Gets taken out, but still, that's a big weapon down there. The trade-off, especially since Comfy is kind of like their lurker, has been like one of their better players. Well, not right in this game, but like they've been playing scarily to the point where you have to kind of be aware of where they are, but you're going to see an ult going out for that Yoru on the C site with the other 2, 3, where's the third one? There's the third one, playing more towards that long area. As you see 2 of them kind of getting more onto that side area, taking that huge space.
30 seconds left.
That was just a great use of the ults to be able to clear the site. Even if there's no one there, that's still great value. As we see a C retake is about to come out. Modi about to find the Yoru immediately. He doesn't expect the Sova and gets taken out. The trade going out immediately. Sova Dart coming out. Drone going in. That drone is going to be able to give him the opportunity to clear this out cleanly. Oh, Evan getting the pick off here. Now you have the Omen and the KJ long. As you see them peeking a little bit more. Shot going out, finding nothing. Waiting a little bit more, getting half, sticking, is able to pick one. Oh gosh, but the KJ is able to get a collat and is able to take out the rest of our players as we see a finish up there. EMU 7, Miami 3.
Yeah, and that also will most likely take that op out of the game here, which is kind of a blessing for EMU because Evan was just destroying with it, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, I guess I didn't realize that. Evan has his ult, so doesn't matter. You get another op there. But another tech pause.
What is happening?
I don't know.
There? Is it us or is it them?
Yeah, what's going on?
It looks like we have a camera down here, which allows us to see our players. It looks like we're fine. I think it's them.
Yeah, it must be them.
But it's like also really fast.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. That's so weird.
I have seen like one game of comp like where every single round to start, like the player would disconnect and then try to reconnect and it would just kind of reset. So maybe there's a chance that nice! Evan immediately getting out.
That is what man, like I said, they just with the pick on Comfy there. Getting rid of that lurker just kind of in a random A position here, and now EMU is just kind of spread out here. That Sova sitting in garage with an Odin here. Yoru is going to teleport back to spawn here. Evan getting the pick on Sova here, showing flashes of life here. This is good. This is great. And now the round is going to slow down here again. Yoru and KJ. Yoru's just sitting inside spawn here. And KJ is just kind of slowly creep up to B here. Has the Vandal in hand. Not a whole lot going on here now. Again, that Yoru also still sitting in spawn. Not really sure what he's up to. Probably just playing around in there. Oh.
Nothing yet.
Nothing going on yet. River's going to kind of take a better angle here. See if assess the situation. KJ just kind of
30 seconds
still peeking up through B here. Get all of Miami is alive. Now here's the time to play Spark. Bomb is going to get faked here. The KJ is going to swing. Nobody really giving her any action here. Has no idea where anybody is. Yoru's still sitting in spawn, not doing anything. That tail is going to start going down with those missiles. Down to 77 HP here. And here comes Miami.
As we see him pushing in here, Samlon gets the pick off. As we see one more remaining, the Yoru looks like he's just going to save as the defuse goes out. Evan getting a very good shots there with the op. We saw Samlon getting onto that site. River with some good utility uses as well. The Modi smokes and saw getting that pick up immediately at the start of the round against the Comfy. That was just an all around. Each player had something going for him that was just doing amazing there. And that is Miami getting that round there, bringing this to a 7-4. Amazing work. Miami once more going to be spreading out a little bit more towards their normal spread as you see the Sova more towards that long area with Arwele pushing more towards that sewer. B site with the Teo and Omen playing more towards whatever site he wishes, more towards that kind of wherever he can reach with the smokes. And Chamber once again with that long peek as we're seeing him kind of set up more towards that TP for Garage, peeking out. It seems like they're doing a little bit of a dual push as we waited out a little bit. No contact just yet. A very fast push up A. Immediately getting out. As we wait a little bit, nothing happening quite yet. No utility getting dumped, just enough to be able to give them, where are they? We don't know quite yet. As that spike immediately, we see it rotating over to spawn towards A. Everyone regrouping. It looks like it's going to be a pretty heavy A push. Does KJ have ult? It seems like no, but they do see them long, falling back immediately. They are not close on any of their ults right now, so there is no worry in that regard. But right now, we are just waiting for a little bit more movement. No contact just yet. Alec preparing to push in potentially. We might see a TP more towards that hell area. Sova Dart going. Wait a minute. Okay, so it seems like the points are a little bit off, but that's fine. KJ ult immediately going out, but River does not have the ult to contact or counter. Modi seeing a few people long there, but look how much space that takes on site. That's like half the map. Oh, does not find the contact. Evan just waiting a little bit. Dart going out, does not find anything quite yet. Jumps out of heaven, does not find the pick. River getting a pick there on long. It seems like it's a ult going out. Potentially going to be able to use that to be able to get the defuse, potentially. We're going to see. Blind about to go out. Suh is very low, though. Modi and Suh probably waiting for a little bit more. That smoke. Ooh, that's actually kind of terrifying. I thought they would have peeked there. Waiting a little bit more. Smoke about to go out. They're about to do like a drop onto Spike. So that is more like a one-way. Oh, gosh, half going out. Ready getting one. And Miami gets the round!
I would just like to say that's a misplay because, or was that our smoke?
Sides.
I'm confused.
So the enemy did a smoke to try to drop down as like a one-way, so that they could peek and then potentially find their legs. But our Omen smoked the Spike right as they did that.
Okay. I only saw the one smoke there. Wow, good play.
Good plays.
Okay, there you
Amazing.
go.
Yeah, so it seems our overlay is a little bugged because this is first round and KJ should not have heavy shields and a Vandal.
No. That also got you, because it was like 2 points or something on the KJ, and then she popped her ult, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, guess she has her ult. But, yep, now, like you said here, swapped. Who knows?
Who knows?
Right.
I mean, like, this is,
has.
Miami is a little stronger on attack. What we've seen from the past, but we don't know how they play on defense. Or
Well,
Comfy immediately getting taken out by Suh. Amazing work there as we have the numbers immediately getting in, trying to play a little more for time. Lumac getting a little bit of a tag up on some of our players, but not enough as, oh my gosh, Alec almost gets taken out immediately.
Yeah.
Shots going out, no utility getting exchanged quite yet. We have numbers, and it seems like we also have a little bit more on the damage advantage. We're having the Omen, that's a Sova. We're having Sova push up more towards this long area. Did he break Chamber Trip? No, they smoked it, which is actually huge here, especially since Sova's now able to take out 2. Very low, though. Evan taking out 1, Modi taking out another as 2 remain. He finds another. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that Sova almost had an ace.
That Sova almost had an
They
ace.
shut that down?
Dinked.
Oh.
Wow. It was looking really good up until that ending there, with numbers advantage at the start and damage advantage, given that they were already, like most of the enemy was low, but that Omen was untouched. That Omen had full 125 HP.
It'll be interesting to see if their Omen can bounce back here again. 4-8, excuse me. Last game he was on fire, being their MVP. So we'll see if he can kind of make a difference for them again. I don't really know.
He doesn't really need to, though, because look, he has 9 assists. He's doing really good with the support now instead of the kills.
Right. Yeah, because obviously last game he was fragging out. But here we go. It looks like we are going to go ahead here and push I'm hoping for a fast dominate. That. Oh, Suh is going to get the pick.
Oh, wait, that's huge. That's good.
Taking the Ares here. Here comes the push now. It's just all a matter of who is on site. Does Miami know? Omen is here comes the picks. It looks like 2 marshals are left. One up top in heaven. The other is down kind of outside of sight there towards the kind of stairs area.
Okay.
Last player standing.
Okay.
Oh, Abby getting the pick on the Yoru here. Doesn't know. He doesn't know either.
2 shots.
Boom.
Oh, let's go.
There you go.
Amazing work.
Yeah, that was good. Way to take sight fast there. Way to use the util to stun. Who was it? Who had the Ares there? Was it KJ?
I think you're right. Sova had the dart. I thought that. I'm confused because the colors switched. I was like, oh no,
the colors.
They died. Oh wait, that's good for us.
Yeah.
So I think it was the Sova that had the Ares, because that Sova's been playing Odin, Ares, whatever. So, but amazing work there. But we're gonna once again see potentially a fast push more towards this A side. I don't know what he just threw something off the map. I don't know what it was
either, but
we're seeing Alec prepare to push in here. He sees someone. Samlon getting the pick off. It doesn't seem like much damage gets traded out there. And Samlon gets a second one, getting pushed onto site here. So, holding down the space with Evan in the back. Nothing quite yet. Pushing into the smoke, not finding any contact. Just waiting, trying to clear as much space as possible. Comfy more towards this heaven area. No utility, which could be big here. We're just waiting it out a little bit. They don't have the numbers and they don't have the weapons. But this could be huge for Miami if they play this correctly. Because I think that KJ's thing is still bugged, potentially.
Right here.
But that judge can be scary if they play this right.
Yep.
We're waiting a little bit more. Nothing quite yet. No movement. A little slow. That is, if you know smokes for shotgun, that is a shotgun smoke. Look at that right there. All of you people who play Valorant, don't go into that. Don't do it. That's a shotgun smoke. But we're waiting a little bit more as we see them falling back immediately. No contact. It seems like right now they're just either going to save or just die to the spike. I'm willing to bet this Omen potentially tries to save his weapon. Never mind, they all just want to go up in flames. Amazing round for Miami there, bringing this to a 7 and 8.
Yeah. Wow, that, again, it's just all about taking the site fast. That's kind of what Miami specializes in, is just being fast, being aggressive, taking site. But a lot of the times what they kind of struggle with is trying to reposition after this. So right now they look great, holding better positions. Obviously, you know, especially on that A site, there's a lot you can hold, a lot of angles you can hold. But yeah, they look great right now. Like you said, 7 to 8. This is looking good. Now, Comfy is going to try to push up here a little bit, see if they get the pick.
Oh.
Doesn't get the shot. Doesn't. It's in garage, though. But now, getting the pick on Evan here. Kind of having to fall back here, but now is overwhelmed. River getting the pick on Comfy here. And now Spike needs to go down here. It looks like here comes EMU starting to rotate over here again. Now is the time where you kind of need to hold better angles here, better positioning. And looks like that Sova drone
They saw him.
did see him.
Yes.
Okay, and it looks like Cody's sitting at 30 HP here. Kind of needing to rotate again. You kind of have to give River with a big 2 kills here. But now, looks like Modi is going to try to keep this alive. Maybe try to play inside that smoke. Oh man.
Honestly,
I was hoping.
I think spray.
Yeah, honestly,
I think spray.
that's
don't know,
kind of what you
but-
need to do in that situation. Again, kind of just knowing where the bomb is there. Spraying again, because you never know what that there Sova would have done if he would have pushed out with that what was it, Shorty, trying to maybe get the pick, maybe even being playing a little goofy. But again, you're still, you know, it's 9-7. You know, this game is not lost here. Now it's going to be, how do you want to play this? Again, your aggressive play style is working, but it was just unfortunate with those early picks there from Comfy. So we'll see here. It looks like Alec is going to push up here. Evan getting the pick on that Omen here.
Okay.
Viewers going to teleport off.
You do see him very low there as you see him pushing in for this site here. A little bit more of utility getting dumped. I don't know why we shouldn't be spectating blue. We should be spectating red. We shouldn't be spectating blue. We should be spectating red. Modi getting taken out immediately. Evan taking out Alec as we're seeing them push in a little bit more here. Comfy. We are watching Comfy again. Sova getting 2 picks there. Saw immediately getting the pick taken off there on Lumac, which is huge here. They don't have any, unless this Viper has the orb still, which shouldn't, but might. We should be able to get this a little bit better. 1 pick taken out. Not diffusing. Evan taking out Comfy through the smoke. Amazing work there for Miami. Taking another round, bringing this 9 to 8.
There you go. See, that was great. Once you realize where they are and backing up and playing inside that C-long kind of area, that's how you did that. And the EMU is going to take a time out here.
Okay, okay.
Starting to get a little bit. Starting to get a little rattled, maybe. A little 9-8.
Frazzled, you know, we're doing a little better. Okay.
It's getting a little close. A little close for EMU here. I don't know. Miami showing beautiful flashes of life here. Looking good. Looking good.
I believe we got. Hey, look, all it takes is just a little bit more pushing ahead, and we just keep winning rounds, and then we can push this forward, and hopefully, knock on wood, maybe take a map on the big bad. Keep in mind, they are 6-0 right now. We're putting up a good fight. Like, this is a good showing from how we've been in the past. And we are currently performing very well. We have to be very careful with wording because I will not jinx anything. But we are doing amazing work. We just got to keep pushing forward. Everybody's playing together. Everybody's mostly getting the trades. Evan getting those early picks has been huge. And honestly, like each person is doing their own role, getting onto the site, getting the picks. And we have a lot of ults. Sova, Teo, had to do it again in my brain because I'm not sure which one that is. And then Evan, or Chamber. Evan, the Evan ult. It's just the Evan ult at this point. But it is immediately getting popped here, and that could be huge here. As we've seen in the past, like with that ult, he's been able to get at least maybe 1 or 2. Lumac trying to clear a little bit more sight here. We still should be spectating red.
Yeah.
We should be spectating red,
We should be
please.
spectating red.
But as we still wait, and you see a big flank here from the enemy, Evan here going to be able to peek Sut, taking out Lumac. Very huge here. The peek. Picking off the Sova. Very good work here. Comfy at spot. There we go. So Evan a little bit more back here. We have the one in spawn, one more towards that garage area, and one on the flank as we're just waiting for a little bit more trade here. Potentially the peek goes out. Alec is taking out Sun in that regard. A little bit more of utility, getting dumped. A bunch of blinds. Samon waiting, holding. Sova dart, don't shoot it. Flick. Finding one, waiting for it a little bit more. They know where he is. Come on, you gotta know. You gotta know. Nice. Samon getting the pick off. Comfy now defusing. Taken out immediately for another round for Miami. Bringing this 9-9.
Wow. Tied game.
Great work.
Wow. See? That man. Again, it's just this aggressive play style. Getting on site, repositioning, and holding great position here, you know, and swinging off of each other. And honestly, I mean, they got a game plan, and they're executing it.
They're executing it. And just like we said, like, attack. Their strong suit.
Exactly.
They're doing really good so far.
Yeah, you're seeing
they got to keep it up.
Yeah. And, you know, they're...
Oh, my gosh.
They're... Oh, yeah, you're right.
We have 4. That's really
definitely
good.
Sitting in the driver's seat here with this. We have a lot. We have definitely, you know, a good grasp on this match here. Now, here comes the B push. Ooh.
That smoke is not in their favor. Oh, no.
Lumac getting 2. Yeah, and here it comes. Now is trying to get at least something going here. Honestly, I would probably try to take the site out of here, but River is going to go ahead and plant the bomb. All right, here we go.
Okay, Spike going down. They know where he is. Oh,
my ultimate is ready.
Tapping.
Spike here.
I don't think they're going to. I think you honestly save your utility here. Modi
Yeah,
getting taken out. The only one remaining is Evan. Evan taking out 1, but getting taken out. Lumac with a 4K.
Yeah, honestly, there I
think the issue there was entry onto that like one-way. That one-way was more in favor of the KJ in that regard, and it's good for when you're peeking trying to get the kill early. It's not good for entering onto. So honestly, like waiting for that to go away or just not hitting that site probably would have been better. But that is just one minor fluke so far in Miami's strong head push. We just got to keep it going. We are getting close on 2 ults for Eastern Michigan from Comfy and from Redify. And one of those is okay. The other one's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Viper Pit, really good for either holding down an entire site or post-plant. Being able to get on site and potentially start defusing before anything truly happens.
But we'll see here. It looks like it's going to be another C push. Try to go back to that bread and butter here. Is already on site here. It looks like this site is completely clean, completely free. If they could get that bomb down now once they register, Modi is going to go ahead and plant the spike here. Kind of spectating the Lumac here inside garage. Oh, the Aura drone is going to go out, and so is the Omen ult.
He's coming out.
Sorry. And here comes the KJ ult. Now is about finding where is it at? And here comes the Teho ult. Destroying that. Yoru is going to get taken out. Samlin's going to take out the other Odin.
Okay.
And now Lumac is going to try to go ahead and take this here, but the Waylay ult's going to come out here. Evan is going to get a pick on the Modi on the pick on the Omen. Comfy is the only one left.
Oh no. Comfy, don't do this. Comfy, don't do this.
Yes! It's going to get picked. Boom.
Oh, okay, good. We didn't see it again. It didn't happen again. We're good. It's fine.
There we go.
We're good. We're great. We're great. We're having fun. We're having fun. We're having a great time. I'm not scared. You're scared. But anyways, amazing work there from Miami right now with a 10-10. This is a very strong map for Miami. As we're seeing them play it right now, they've been doing that really good C push. And it seems like they are kind of realizing that as we see EMU is rotating that KJ over more towards that C. putting up a bunch of utility for that long peak to try to get a little bit more contact. Noah, but honestly, they aren't even going there. Miami did have to burn 3 ults that round, which was problematic, but still is very good. We're seeing Comfy on that Outlaw once more, but there is no 25 shield person, so like hopefully that should be an advantage for us. But we're seeing a big old push here. Immediately, Yoru TPing out to go help out their Viper, getting onto that site. It seems like we're going to see Modi getting a little bit of that damage from the Viper Molly, but not much. River still holding close with that shotgun. Not much contact quite yet. You're seeing that more Heaven peek from Comfy. Oh, a big blind, blinding out a bunch of people. Alec holding this angle, just waiting a little bit more, trying to find a contact. Nothing quite yet. Samlon peeking Heaven, getting taken out by Alec. Alec taking him out from spawn area. Alec immediately getting taken out by River. Comfy taking out River. But Modi's able to get the trade. Evan getting another pick. Spike is starting to get defused for the 2 that are remaining. Pick going out. And that's a round over for Miami. Oh my gosh, that was an instant. There was 3 or 4 remaining for Miami, and then all gone.
Yeah, I didn't even see, like...
I don't see what happened.
Yeah, I think... I saw maybe the... I don't even know. That was confusing.
That was
honestly,
really confusing.
Because we were kind of spectating the... I don't know, not the person who was getting the kills or anything, so I couldn't really tell. But we're going to go ahead and take a timeout here. Now's the time. Got to start kind of taking control here again. You know, you're starting to see EMU is starting to take over a little bit here. I honestly would go back to that.
Are you cursed?
No.
Are you cursed? I'm saying, are you cursed? Because every time it feels like we go to overtime. Like the first time he sat in, he was like a 15 and like something. I don't mean that literally. Like you like when we're sitting on the bench, like we won the first time, or the second time you and me casted together.
Yeah.
But we're about to see it again. We might see it again. We might see like a quad overtime, but they're back. They've been back and forth this entire game. This entire game. And this could be scary. This could be scary.
I know.
But they're very good. Both teams are very good on both sides. And that's a really good showing right now.
I think it's just great that the score is, what, is it 11-10 or 11?
I think so, yeah.
And, you know, here we're 1-5 and they're 6-0 and we're
excuse me.
We're holding our own here. We're showing them, you know.
We're holding
if anything, this shows everybody else.
Our bye right now is looking a little rough, though.
Yeah. I hope that's a little glitch, maybe.
No, I don't think it glitches out that bad, sadly. But we're seeing him pushing more towards this ace. Oh, actually, no, that's just the Omen. Omen is pushing more towards this ace side, maybe trying to make a little bit of noise, maybe trying to find some contact. He is full swing. He is unafraid swinging. Modi finding the pick there, immediately falling back. We do have Alec more towards that spawn area. Does he expect it? Oh my gosh, but he's out and he is gone and he is safe. And that's a bit of utility there from the Yoru getting used up a little bit of a waste. A blind out. Ooh, Redify finding another one, immediately TPing away. That was a huge, he peeked the whole team and he lived. Now that is a little bit rough there. Modi and Samlon pushing this mid area with Sa. Everybody playing together now, trying to find that B push. No contact just yet. Pushing up a little bit more. Possibly no ult. And yet, breaking the utility, getting onto site. Not much yet. It seems like Modi and Sa are pretty damaged. Evan tagged up a little bit. Oh, Sa getting taken out. Samlon immediately getting the trade. Redify seems a little bit stunned. He doesn't know where to go. So Evan getting picked off there. Modi about to get the plant down. Dart going for Heaven as Samlon pulls out the dart to try to find, or house out the piercing weapon to try to find a little bit of contact on Redify. Nothing quite yet. Waiting. No contact. And an Odin for Modi. I think that was from the, I don't remember, the enemy Sova. Oh, Redify waiting a little bit more. No contact. Lumac trying to wait it out. We have some time that we could play for. Gotta push in. Oh, it seems like they were able to get the picks both sides. It looks like one was pushing up more on the flank there from Comfy, while one pushed from Heaven, the other one from the upper spawn. So they just had a almost full pinch here from almost every angle there. But that's another round going to EMU. Match point.
Well, now is the time.
Now's the time.
You got to play this well here. Honestly, I would go back to that C push here. Looks like
I'd expect it a little bit more.
Kinda not sure. They're leaving Spike behind there, trying to probably figure it out themselves. But on that, honestly, Evan had the chamber ult there. We didn't call it out, but it was there. I did see the rifle. But honestly, could have played that a little bit better. But new round here, and it looks like it's going to be kind of a split push, trying to figure out, maybe try to get a pick here, which will dictate where they go here. But again, it's kind of slowing down here. You kind of have to play slow here. Get a pick here because something has to happen here. You have to be able to not only keep these guns, but also go. Alex is going to get that kill on Samlin here. Now you kind of just need to get a free frag here in general. Just try to get a pick.
Oh,
that's going to be big damage. In that, a couple ticks on there. That Tejo drone is not going to find anybody. But now they're going to go ahead and get A down here. And the Spike is not going to go down. Trying to stay clear of that. Did he get tagged there?
I don't think he did. I think we're good.
Now Yoru's going to try to, or is going to sit back, not really do anything. But here they come. That Omen ult is going to go out here. You're kind of looking at kind of a slow crawl here now. Because now you kind of have to play time. Modi is up through B here. I think this could be pretty huge here if he could get the timing on this. Saw is going to get the pick on Comfy here, but Saw is going to get picked by that Odin.
River remaining, the only one. Hold on, waiting.
Takes
out one, but is not able to take out the shorty. Finishing it out. EMU taking the game there.
But honestly,
not bad at all.
No.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was great work from like all around, both sides. Very strong.
Yeah. I mean, that was a game. I mean, 13-10, that's not bad. Especially since this team was 6-0. And honestly, you know, that was good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Look, if we're able to continue that, like continue playing like that, going into like the next couple games, next couple matches with other people, that could be huge. Like if we perform that well against the 6-0, wow. Like we could really get somewhere. But amazing work there. As we see here, like just great shots. Oh, this is an old one. This is from Corrode. But from what I remember, the chamber or Evan was really good for us. He was like at 25 and something. There we go. Full reset. Yeah, 25 and 15 from Evan. Just amazing work there with that op on C long. And everyone just kind of playing like really well, like Samlon and Sub being able to hold down that A. I mean, like Modi and River playing that B. Just great work all around on that site. But looking over here, like we thought Comfy would be a little bit better, like a little bit more scary. But he 15-15. I guess the best thing that he did was like the clutches.
The clutches kind of lurking. Yeah. But honestly, no, you're right. He wasn't that scary. I don't really remember. How did he do his first game? Do you remember?
He did a little better on his first game. I think he was like second or third top for his team.
But yeah, I mean, you know, that was a good game.
That was really
good. That was a good game.
Like there's no, there was a couple rounds that we probably could have like peeked together and played together to win, like especially on the Comfy. There were some rounds that like there's really not much we could do because like lurking or like they just get a flank on us that we don't expect. But like all around, they did a really good job, especially against the 6-0 team. Like we may have lost, but I feel like this is still a win.
Yeah. No, obviously now you just have to, take this into the next game and then the next game. I mean, remember, you're 1-5. So, but to stand up to these guys, and show, hey, like, we're not just going to, keel over and die and just give you the win. So,
no, we're going to fight.
Yeah,
back.
we're going to fight for it.
We fought for it. We did really well. What, like 6-13 and then 10-13, like improvement. And that was Corrode was their map pick, and then Haven was ours. And we did really good.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
But honestly, just amazing work there. Probably going to be heading out here very soon here, but please tune in next Tuesday as we are going to be going up against, I don't remember who we're going up against that week, but it's going to be a good showing once more. We hopefully will continue to see more improvement as we continue to play more games. But just amazing work from Miami. Hopefully we see more improvement going into these next couple games. But I am Lucas White, and you are Ethan Becker. And thank you all for joining in, and we will see you next Tuesday. Adios.